2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Lakers all decked out as they made their way off the bus and into the arena earlier on. A beautiful evening in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Our setting tonight, the FedEx Forum. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the third most MVP awards all time. He's also tied for the most second-place finishes. Frank Vogel said it's a mistake to go season after season without voting the best player in the league as MVP. LeBron says, I should have more than 4, but I don't cry about it. I bet a lot of the greats feel the same. Kevin?
They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels. David, thank you. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at the Lakers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And, you know, right now, the Grizzlies, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Anthony. He's out there with Davis. LeBron James is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Reeves in at the 2 guard. And for the Grizzlies, Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's John Morant. Then there's Jay. And it's Conchar in at the 2 spot. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
Here's Reeves. The shot's good from Westbrook.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
Westbrook against Morant. And it comes off the front of the rim. Here are the Lakers. Pass to Reeves. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
They get it back. And the basket by Jackson.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
James looking around. He kicks to Carmelo. And there's the pass to Reeves. Davis with it. Here's James. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Conchar, the pass to Jay. They swipe it. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Boy, that kind of throwdown by Westbrook gets the bench off their feet and excited.
Morant against Westbrook. Pass to Conchar. Memphis moving that ball around.
2 minutes.
Passes it to Jay.
2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good. Morant.
His first make, and, maybe that will get him going.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Reeves. Back to Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Westbrook's got 7 points in the game.
Russell Westbrook never lacks for confidence. And when he starts knocking down threes, he becomes impossible to guard.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team.
Steven Adams is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Jay. Then there's John Morant. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And they double up Davis. The pass to Nunn. Now Anthony. Reeves the pass to Westbrook. Here's Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
Well, Davis, so dominant, so strong, so athletic, so skilled. He got everything he wanted right there.
He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter, and continue to protect the paint, it's hard to score on him. Guys?
Yeah, he is a lead in every way, as are you. Thank you. And that one's good. Morant.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Here's Westbrook. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
The 3 from Morant. Bangs home the trifecta. Morant's got 11 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Westbrook, nice pass. Run into the rack perfectly for the layup. And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out, Greg, and competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done.
To the inside, and it's Davis finishing it off.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. The feed to Adams. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Still Grizzlies ball.
Jackson, he's checked in for Anderson. Pass to Concho. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to Adams. The 3. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Inside. None, that's good. And now it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Jay covered by Anthony. And Adams kicks to Morant. It's the 3-point bomb. Morant's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Frank Vogel. Coach, the points coming with regularity in that first half. What's been the key?
We're playing with a high offensive motor. We're screening with physicality. We're cutting hard. We're moving the basketball. We're getting good shots for ourselves.
And it's showing on the floor, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And last game, he could never really get going. Maybe that lit a fire under him tonight. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
They were getting after it on the glass, like wild animals. They got a nice edge in that department, which has led to this lead. They won the heart and hustle battle in that first half. Now we'll see if they can keep that going.
How about you, Kenny? What'd you think about Memphis?
The energy on D, just a disappointment. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got LeBron James. Davis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Reeves in at the shooting guard. The kick out to Westbrook. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Westbrook's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
James outside to the middle. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
You know, I think the passing skills of LeBron are his greatest asset, and he's got some great ones in addition to that. But his passing is otherworldly. When you get open, he gets it to you with exactly the right speed and pace so you can handle it.
And it's Morant missing. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Some changes for Memphis. Dylan Brooks.
Lakers substitution.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now here's Morant for 3. That's his 7th miss and 12 shot attempts.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
The 3 from Morant. Good on the triple. Morant's got 17.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
And a deep 3 from Westbrook. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Lakers lead by 8. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 8-point game. They host the Spurs after this one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Steven Adams is out there with Jay. Then it's Morant. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Conchar in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Basket good. Anthony's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Lakers.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they got it on autopilot and they look totally dejected.
The Lakers making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. Westbrook against Morant. And it's Davis with the jam. Clark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hands?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6'8" or better that could really handle the ball in my day. But now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My dad, my late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a big guy.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Good on the second free throw.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Westbrook finds Anthony. Now James. Brooks covering. Passes to Westbrook. Clock at 6. Double team on Westbrook. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Anthony trying to get open as Davis.
A terrific defender. And Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, that burst of speed. James may be the fastest guy in the league. And because of his size and speed, he's a force when he turns the Jets on.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
The first one falls.
Hey, there are guys who have played as long as LeBron, okay? But how many have maintained their physical abilities the way he has so late in his career? I think that's a short list.
And both free throws good for LeBron. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant scanning the floor. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Adams outside. 1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Brooks with it. Picked up by Davis. Brooks misses.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Boy, it's been a great game thus far for Westbrook, and he's not done yet. Never satisfied, always pushing the envelope.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 7. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis's head coach had some words for the team during the break. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thank you, David. Got that bucket in no time at all. Morant's got 32 points in the game.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
To tie it up. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Timeout called the Lakers. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got it.
So tough to stop Westbrook right now.
LeBron James.
So it's the Grizzlies now. The three from Morant. Nails the tray.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. It's in!
And going back to college, Morant made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Russell Westbrook. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, John Morant. At the line for 1.
Great job to maintain his composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a 2-possession game.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 4. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Let's get loud.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Stripped away, and that's an intentional foul.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? If he misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Here's Westbrook, and there's the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
That one's on Morant.
Westbrook is a master at drawing fouls, and he's got a lot of different ways that he can put that kind of pressure on the defense.
Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that brings them within 5.
Hey, making history is part of Russell Westbrook's DNA. Remember when he averaged a triple-double for 3 seasons in a row?
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Here's Conchar, and they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. There's the triple. It's money from deep.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
9 seconds left in the 4th. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's his 4th personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, John Morant. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jaron. A young team, but you're going in the right direction. How does a game like tonight help you keep that flow?
It's progress. You know, everything is progress. A win you can learn something from. A loss you can learn something from. So we're taking every little bit of it, and we're just happy to get one at home today.
It's a step in the process, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our